This pisses me off. This pisses me off so fucking bad.
This is a very hard video for me to record.
Very hard video for me to record. Does it have anything to do with the fact that you were scamming people for nearly a year? I love when people who are caught red-handed guilty as are like, I'm just under a microscope and people just criticize everything I do. Sounds like they were right to. I feel a class action suit for fraud coming on. She's doing a post saying, don't compare your body to other influencers. What? Are you out of your f***ing mind? Like, are you out of your f***ing mind? If you want to be mad. No, if you want to be mad, let's just listen to this. Well, hello and welcome back to episode 800 of Why Influencers Cannot Be Trusted. This situation is crazy, okay? It involves a very prominent health and lifestyle influencer who has basically for the last year has been misleading and scamming her audience, roping them into expensive courses, doing sponsorships, and making content around her weight loss journey that has basically all been a lie. She finally decided recently to come clean about it, but when you look back at all of the content and the things that she was putting out, I feel like it paints a picture of just how deceptive the lives are of some of these influencers and the lengths that they will go to sell things and to make money. I feel like this situation is really the tip of the iceberg for these types of schemes that are going to be happening. This is probably not the first scam of this kind that we are going to see. And I think it's important that we set the tone early. This type of behavior is not acceptable from anybody. So anyway, make sure you're subscribed, leave a like if you like this video, and let's get into it. All right, so here we have Janelle Roner. She's got 5.2 million followers on TikTok, and in her bio you can see she has certified macro coach, and she's selling a macro 101 class down in her link tree. We'll get to that later, but she's actually also a nurse as well. So I think that adds to some of her credibility. Once again, we will address this coming up, and there's many levels to this that are unethical and concerning and shocking. You can see as well on Instagram, she's got 704,000 followers. So she's amassed a very big platform. She started her health and lifestyle content creation journey in 2020, as far as I know. And when she started, she was doing keto. So she would do keto recipes. She would share tips with her followers. So here's some examples of the kind of videos that she was doing.
So day 5 update on my clean keto, no dairy, no alcohol. I feel amazing.
Literally, I mean, she's got her finger in the mustard and the pickles. You know, she's eating without a bun.
I've been working out 5 days a week, focusing on all clean, whole foods. And I am shocked at how good I feel. So I don't have any salami or pepperoni today, but I do have some turkey sausage. So let's see if we can just put that on there. I know that's kind of weird, but let's see.
Yeah, most of her videos were these what I eat on my lunch break as a nurse style videos where she's eating an entire bell pepper in the break room. You know, a lot of people kind of memed on it because she would act like it was the most delicious meal she'd ever had.
If you've seen any videos about Janelle being bussin' and are confused, well, here's what's going on. So Janelle, you know, she eats bell peppers and cream cheese, and she was making a video about her keto sandwich. 2 guys stitched the video asking Janelle if she's bussin', and it kind of blew up. Here's the video.
It's really good, huh, Janelle?
Is that busing, Janelle?
Janelle thought it was funny, and she responded with this video.
A cheddar cheese stick. And to answer your question, yeah, it's bussin'.
To this day, you can still find comments in her comment section of people asking if it's bussin'. The whole joke sort of stems from like the ridiculous meals that she was putting together and her reaction to the meals being so delicious and so, oh my God, like this tastes amazing. And it's like, girl, it's a bell pepper. Okay, let's get real. You're eating a hot dog with no bun. Okay, let's be honest here. Like, it can't be that great, right? But she did sort of lean into the meme and became sort of viral and known for that. But eventually, sometime in 2022, she actually decides that she's quitting keto.
Am I scared? Nah. I'm scared.
So it says quitting keto and adding all foods back into my diet. And then she says losing 18 pounds and feeling better than ever. So basically what she does is she quits keto and then moves on to eating more like whole foods and counting macros. And at some point she becomes a certified macro coach. You know, look, I'm not trying to discredit this at all, but I'm just very skeptical of these, you know, online coaches. I just have seen too many coaches. Okay. We've got too many coaches. We've got life coaches, people that should not be coaching anything, macro coaches, lifestyle coaches, sorority coaches, you name it, there's a coach for it. I've become very cynical over the years of these types of coaches and, courses and things like that. But this is her new angle. So this video is actually pretty recent that she filmed. And many people have pointed out that there's been a pretty significant physical change. She's clearly lost a lot of weight. A lot of people have wondered what was the turning point, because honestly, when she was doing keto, she was kind of eating the same as she's eating now, which is just a focus really on like whole foods and counting macros. I mean, I feel like you are still kind of counting macros a little bit when you're doing keto as well, and kind of trying to focus on like, low carb, obviously. So the diet hasn't changed that much, but clearly her physical appearance has changed a lot. And it's caused a lot of people to question if she was possibly taking a GLP-1. And a lot of her comments were questioning, are you taking Ozempic? Are you taking Mounjaro? Are you taking Wegovy? Whatever. Because it seemed like it happened pretty quickly. So then she makes this video responding to some of those comments.
Okay, so I have seen this question all over my page, on all of my videos over the last couple of months. And let's talk about it. I recorded a whole YouTube because it is just way too long to talk about here. If you're interested, you could watch it over on my YouTube.
It's actually not that long, and she definitely has enough time to put this content on TikTok because the video is actually very short. It's only 5 minutes long, but people were immediately annoyed because she's trying to move her audience to her smallest platform, which is YouTube, and trying to direct people over there to go watch this video and get answers about whether or not she's been taking a GLP-1 to accelerate her weight loss and aid in her weight loss journey, which, spoiler alert, she has been for nearly a year. Okay, nearly a year. She has been taking weight loss medication and she has not said a damn thing. And when we go back, which we are going to do, and look back at all of the things that she was doing during this time while she was taking these GLP-1s, it is disgusting. So let's go watch this video, which is very annoying that we all have to go over onto YouTube to find this information. So yeah, here's her channel. She's got 69,000 subscribers. She posted this video, clearly her most viewed video, called Let's Talk Therapy, GLP-1, and the Truth About My Recent Weight Loss.
Hi guys, it's Janelle. This is a very hard video for me to record.
Very hard video for me to record. Does it have anything to do with the fact that you were scamming people, lying to your audience for nearly a year?
This is a little different than the content that I share, but I want to have a real, honest conversation.
Wants to have a real, honest conversation after it's been a year.
Me for a while, I've tried it all. Keto, macro, workouts, lifestyle shifts, and I have always shared what's worked and what hasn't. Lately, I've been getting a lot of questions about how I'm feeling, what's new, what's changed, and I don't want to avoid it. So here goes. Yes, over the last year, I have decided to make some new choices in my health. I started working with a doctor, and we did decide to add a GLP-1 to my plan.
First of all, this is the most guilty face I've ever seen of anybody ever in my life. Guys, let's be very honest here. I have absolutely no problem with people being on a GLP-1. Okay, absolutely none. Zero. Okay, but what she has done here is absolutely, without a doubt, diabolical and disgusting. Make no mistake, she has lied to her audience about what was actually helping her with her weight loss. She was selling courses to people on how to lose weight. She was telling people what to eat to lose weight. And the whole time she was taking a weight loss medication. That is disgusting. And some people will try to make the argument, well, people's medical information is none of your business, blah, blah, blah. Stop it. Okay, enough. That is true if you're not selling weight loss tips, tricks, courses, content to people. Straight up, there's no way around it. She lied.
GLP-1s are not magic. They don't change your lifestyle overnight. It's just a tool to help. I still had to show up for my meals, track my macros, drink my water. go on walks, do my workouts, everything that I already teach and believe in. It just helped me regain a sense of control. And it's something that I don't want to be ashamed of. And I don't think other women or men who are using this tool should feel ashamed either.
She should have been honest from the very start. From day one that she was prescribed this medication, she should have been honest. Things probably would have been pretty good for her. People would have been very supportive of her journey because other people that have been honest and upfront about it from the beginning have received positive feedback. Absolutely. This is just bonkers.
Because if there's a tool out there that can help with your mental and physical health, you deserve to explore that without feeling guilty.
Yes, that is true for other people who are not selling things to people. It's misrepresentative of how you lost weight, and it's misleading people to spending money on things that aren't going to give them the same results that you got because you're on a weight loss medication, okay? You absolutely should feel guilty about it if you're doing what she's doing, okay? It disturbs me to no end to hear somebody try to play the mental health card. It is so destructive and disruptive to actual mental health progress and productive conversations around it. When you have people like this who use mental health as a shield for nefarious reasons, when they know that they're doing something wrong, okay?
After a few months, I had lost the stubborn 10 to 15 pounds. I was happy. I switched to microdosing for maintenance, and I would maybe, do a microdose once a month. I also paired those new lifestyle changes with something that was a real game changer for me, and I started seeing a therapist regularly. When I started posting back on TikTok in 2020, I never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would be where I am now.
Okay, great. It doesn't absolve you of responsibility because you say you weren't prepared for fame.
With that came so many amazing opportunities, and I am so incredibly, deeply grateful and blessed for the community that I have.
You're not, because if you really were, you would not lie to them. You milked them for cash, actually. You misled them for cash. That's what you did. Straight up, that's what you did. And I don't know if she's talking about opportunities in terms of sponsorships, because we're going to get into that as well. It's taking multiple sponsorships of protein products and health food products and things like that. There's levels to this. The deception did not just stop at, I forgot to tell you guys that I was taking a GLP-1 the whole time.
And the support that I have. But I'll be honest, that opened the door for a lot of criticism. I never imagined my life would be under a microscope and that I would have comments and questions and judgments about everything that I was doing.
I love when people who are caught red-handed guilty as are like, I'm just under a microscope and people just criticize everything I do. Sounds like they were right to, actually. Sounds like all those comments and questions and concerns, those people were right on. And therefore, they're not hate comments, they're actual genuine criticisms that you're doing things unethically.
I'm not perfect, and I've never claimed to be. I did share a few years ago that I had been struggling with my mental health, and this is something that was very new for me. I've never, had these challenges in my life before, so I did feel a little lost. It was just something that I had to learn to navigate through. So I started seeing a therapist regularly.
Did the therapist tell you to lie to your audience about taking a GLP-1 and continue to sell courses?
With her, we decided to try a medication. I was having a lot of anxiety, some depression, some ADHD symptoms that were really...
It's just no excuse to do what you've done, to lie, cheat, and scam people out of money.
Are really affecting my life. And when I started that medication, I lost an additional 15 pounds, which was completely unexpected. I struggled to share this because...
That very well may be true that she lost an additional 15 pounds from whatever medication she was on. But it's hard to, number one, obviously trust anything that she says. But it's also, I think, for her, how does she know what's actually working at this point? There's no way to even tell.
I'm going to continue to show up and share my story and share my life and what I've learned. And above all, I want this to be a space where we can talk about the whole story, not just the highlight reel. But I'm going to be totally honest. If this video is not for you and you feel like leaving a hurtful, hateful comment,
Not hateful. It's genuine criticism.
please don't. I'm not really in any space to handle that. Oh. This is just me being honest and telling my story. So if this
honest after a year,
this video is not for you, please just scroll on by. So thank you for being here and giving me the space to grow emotionally, mentally, physically. So if this resonates with you, please share it. If you have a question, drop it below. And if you're on your own path and your own journey, know that I am cheering you on every single step of the way. Again, thank you for the continued support and love. I'm so grateful for all of you being here. It really, truly does mean the world to me. And I see the nice comments and I see the support. I do. And it means everything to me.
Honestly, in my opinion, she's completely destroyed her career in this one deceitful act, which is not really one deceitful act. It's like this has been a decision and a choice that she has continued to make and be dishonest about for nearly a year now. She has destroyed any credibility that she had. So here's some of the comments. I struggled to share this because I might come across fraudulent, laughing emojis. Yeah, I'm here for the honesty, but a year ago, you should have been honest to your followers. You could have saved so many people money. The fact that you're selling a program and keeping a huge detail from them is insanity to me. Unfortunately, I have to unfollow. I don't agree with this at all. Nothing wrong with the GLP-1, but there is something wrong with keeping it from your followers and still taking their money. Exactly. Weren't you selling macro courses? Are you going to refund everyone now? Good question. We'll get to that. The issue isn't about using GLP-1 or seeking help from a doctor for your mental health. No one is upset about that. So please don't use that as a cover. Thank you for seeing through this, by the way. I love that. The real problem is charging people for a weight loss program while hiding the true reason behind your weight loss. Something you don't even seem to believe in yourself, which is why you turn to medication. Another good point. If you're selling these macro courses and you know this is the way forward, why did you turn to a GLP-1? Good question. You're taking people's money, misleading them, and not being honest with yourself either. That's the issue. No one has a problem with others using the medication because they're not selling a false narrative. Exactly. I just don't understand why you kept it a secret for a year. You were leading people to believe in macros and exercise is all you were doing to lose weight, and that wasn't the truth. There isn't shame in taking GLP-1. It's shame when you fool your audience into thinking they can look like you if they eat and exercise like you do. Disappointing. Why did we have to come to YouTube for this? You could have posted this to TikTok. You've scammed so many people. That's another thing. It's like, guys, she's acting like she's reformed and she's coming clean now, but it's like there's so many layers to this, right? The deceptive, scammy, scummy behavior did not stop when she decided to come clean and film this video. She's still pushing people to the YouTube channel. It's just bullshit. You're a thief, a con man, if you will. Refund to every person you scammed. I'm confused. Why are people saying thank you for being honest? She hasn't been honest. She's sold people $200 courses and didn't disclose the real thing that she was doing to lose said weight. She should refund all those people. That's not right. So here's the comments on her TikTok. 20,000 likes on this. Being on a GLP-1 isn't that deep. If you're ashamed, then get off it. The problem is you hit it and then created a food program for weight loss and people paid money for that. That's being a cheat. I'm so sick of influencers monetizing off us based on a flat out lie and then coming clean just in time to monetize more. It is 100% unethical and not okay. Honesty matters. Yeah, you're preaching to the choir. Okay, you're preaching to the choir here because this is disgusting. Not only was she making money off of the course and all of that bullshit, like these people, it's like the greed that's involved with this. It's disgusting. And you have to think about this as well. She was making money off of all of that content of like, she's losing weight. So people are taking notice and people are watching the content more. She's making money off those videos too. Like she's making money off of everything, right? She's making money off the YouTube video that she posted of her coming clean. She's making money off the videos that are gaining traction right now because she's coming clean off TikTok and doing these response videos. She's making money off all of the sponsored stuff that she did in the last year. She made money off of the courses. Like she's made so much money and monetized off of so many people and wasted people's time, right? Which is more important, I think, even than money is you wasted people's time. They watched your content thinking that they were going to look like you and took your advice. And it was a lie. Those of you that paid for her program should sue for fraud. Dang, 16,000 likes. Wait, what? So I was watching you eat peppers and everything else and believing your progress and you were hiding the GLP-1? I'm so disappointed. You could help so many of us with the truth. Exactly. She could have done a whole new content direction where she was being honest about the GLP-1, Here's how I live my life on a GLP-1, because so many people are taking GLP-1s. It would have been very informative and beneficial for a lot of those people, but she decided not to do that and she decided to lie instead. And that was a decision and that was a choice. Don't forget that. Somebody said, wow, I followed you for years and was constantly wondering why, when I ate like you and consistently worked out, I wasn't losing the weight that you were. I'm very disappointed you had allowed us to believe this. 6,800 likes. And I think that this comment just says it all. So misleading. I'm legit not following any fitness girls anymore unless they state in their bio, natural, not on a GLP-1. It seems like they're all either people with BBLs or on Ozempic. You know what? The people that are in the health and fitness industry, if I were them, okay, I would make a very hard stance that what this person did should not be tolerated, because it hurts everybody in the health and the fitness space. Because of this comment right here, it makes everybody skeptical and cynical of health and fitness influencers who are doing the right thing and who are being honest about how to actually lose weight and are giving and providing actually good tips to people, okay? And doing things open and honestly, right? It hurts everybody. It's like selling hair growth supplements, but secretly wearing extensions. Oh, we've seen that before too, by the way. Social media is so fake, I can't even stand it anymore. 15,000 likes. Oof, this is disappointing. Being on a GLP-1 isn't disappointing, but you were so dishonest. Influencers are scary people, man. Can't trust them. Even the ones you genuinely thought were being transparent. How sad. This all boils down to money. Even this TikTok is telling everyone to go to YouTube because she gets money from those views and engagement too. People are seeing it, man. They're seeing right through this shit. And I love it. I think refunding everyone who paid for your macro course under this misleading guise of not using weight loss medication should be done ASAP. Janelle, your entire platform went from low carbs to macros. You keeping this part out is pure manipulation. Why? So you could keep coaching people on macros? Yuck. So these were some of the comments over on her Instagram. And this is just someone who doesn't see that she did anything wrong. That might be the scariest thing of all, is somebody who could do something so clearly unethical and lie to people, and she sees nothing wrong. Somebody said, to all the people being so judgmental, shame on them. Your mental health and well-being comes first. Please ignore the ignorance in thinking otherwise. You look amazing, and more importantly, I hope you're feeling both mentally and physically your best, sending all the love and positivity your way. I mean, this is insane. And she goes, thank you a lot for saying this. Absolutely. No. Sorry, no, it doesn't come first. The irony is that your mental health is never going to be worse when you're living a life of a lie, right? It's the guilt, actually. Well, sucks you didn't disclose that when you started it. Transparency equals integrity, especially in the influencer creator role. Exactly. She started to copy and paste this response onto all of the comments on her Instagram. So she says, I was working on my mental health and in therapy. I wasn't ready to talk about it yet, but I'm trying to make it right now. In that case, what she should have done is she should have put a pause on her courses, okay, until she was ready to talk about it. She should have put a pause on all of these sponsorships where she was getting people to buy things based on her weight loss success. All of that content should have been paused, right? Until you were ready to be honest about what was actually working. I'm a nurse too. It just feels icky being dishonest. Yeah, and you know, this is a huge component as well, and it's just another level of the deceit. There's got to be some sort of morality clause, right, associated with being a nurse and being a medical professional, and this is the way that you're acting outside of, you know, the medical field, whatever. It's disgusting because people look at nurses and medical professionals and they expect a level of ethics that she has not shown here, okay? For someone who sells a program and didn't come forward with this from the beginning is why many women think something is wrong with them when they follow it to a T and it doesn't work. You had them set up to feel like they were failing from the start. She replies, I'm sorry you feel this way, blah, blah, blah. And it's just the whole copy and pasted thing.
If you're on a weight loss journey and you want to have queso and chips, I got you.
So here's a video that she did within the last year, okay? While she was using all these different methods of losing weight that she was not revealing to everybody else. I find this so disgusting, okay? Actively taking sponsorships for protein stuff, saying like, if you want to eat queso in chips, you can do that on a weight loss journey. You genuinely cannot make this up. So here's proof that it's an ad. And then people went back and they're like, I hope you're canceled. The deceit is disgusting. No, girl, you don't got us. Here's more proof that she was doing advertisements during this time. So she was wild chips partner, hashtag wild chips partner. I mean, not even properly disclosed, first of all. And people went back, of course, in the comments. And they're like, for years with all her diets, she could hardly lose weight. And then overnight she dropped so many pounds. Clearly, Ozempic, why lie about it? Exactly. So there were a lot of people that had some things to say about the situation on TikTok that gained a lot of traction. So let's watch some of the reactions.
This video like 4 times, but I just can't get my words quite right. I woke up this morning, my first video that I watched, I immediately saw that video and then had to unfollow one of my favorite creators on this app. And I followed her for probably 4 years now. Huge platform. She's known for a lot of her keto recipes, weight loss, and she came on today to address, well, not even address it, on her largest platform. People have been asking her like, hey, I love your program, but also are you doing a GLP-1? And she hasn't said anything. And she comes on TikTok, she's like, I've gotten this question.
How hard is it to just be like, yeah, I am, yeah. You don't have to elaborate, just be like, yeah. You don't have to say which one or what dosage, you just have to say, yeah.
Go to my YouTube and watch it.
That actually pisses me off more than I think I even expressed when we first talked about it. What a slime ball. Go to my YouTube. They watch you on TikTok. You have 5 million on TikTok. You've got 70K on YouTube. Go watch my YouTube. You're a scumbag.
5 million followers on TikTok, okay? She's got 68,000 subscribers on YouTube, okay? There's a reason why she's not disclosing it on TikTok. So anyway, this woman who I've loved and adored and cheered on and watched her transformation, like,
don't trust influencers. End of story.
Like, great. She, this past year has been, I don't know what the program is. I didn't buy it. I don't know what it is, but it's a program essentially.
I'll show you in a second.
I think it's to help count macros. I don't know. All while this past year she's been on a GLP-1 and hasn't disclosed that. Are you kidding me? And not only that, like, again, no hate to anybody that's on a GLP-1, but imagine if you would have started this journey, you know, sold your program and said, but hey, also I'm on a GLP-1 because I have some stubborn fat that I want to lose, right? Sure, you would have gotten some hate, but you would have had a lot of people that have been like, thank you for being honest with me. Now I don't have to, you know, now I can lower my expectations that I'm not going to look like you because I'm not on a GLP-1. I'm so confused. Like, the audacity. How do you rectify the situation? Like,
I can tell you right now what she should have done, and we will get into refunds and things like that. It says a lot that she did not offer refunds right off the bat. She should have offered refunds immediately, no questions asked. It should have been her idea, and it wasn't.
I would assume that you would offer the people that bought your program that you would refund them the money because you did this under false pretenses, right? But to not come to the platform that has made you to where you are today and let them know, like, yes, I am on a GLP-1. You say, go watch my YouTube. Are you high? Again, like, my ass on a GLP-1 soon. I don't know. And again, I'm not hating on anybody. I love so many people on this app that are on GLP-1s. I am not hating on anybody with a GLP-1. It's the fact that she did not disclose that while trying to sell her very large audience her program.
5 million followers.
What?
And counting.
What? That's crazy. I've never been so disappointed. Wow.
You have 5 million followers and you made people think that you lost weight naturally. Today's my injection day because I am on a GLP-1. The second huge
Hold on, I just want to show you guys something. It's that easy to say, I'm on it. Once again, I want to make it very clear. If you're not selling anything to anybody, you know, you're not selling like fitness courses, lifestyle, health, you're not doing stuff like that, you don't need to disclose it, okay? But it's the fact that she is. Other than that, you don't need to tell anybody. You don't need to be ashamed of it. Nobody cares at all. Imagine this, typing a reply that says, yes, to the question, are you on a GLP-1? And you go, YES, reply. It's so easy. She couldn't even do that.
influencer that has done this in, I don't know, the last 2 months. The first one had surgery. This one admits that they're on a GLP-1. I have an unpopular opinion. If you are somebody who comes on here daily and makes people think that you're eating clean and you're working out and that is the sole reason why you have lost weight, you are misleading your followers, and I'm just not okay with that.
Seeing a fitness influencer omitting she was on a GLP-1 while gaining millions of followers and making big cash on lies, naturally losing weight, and people defending her, so lack of honesty and empathy are in now. POV, when a super popular wellness influencer admits to being on a GLP-1 after misleading millions. Yeah, I mean, we're talking like, guys, we're talking about millions of people. This is not just like, oh, I sold a course to 100 people. We're talking about millions of people. And the course is $200.
Really early, sending out some macros before I take the girls to school and get like all my other work done. The demand for March, you guys, I am so excited. We sold out, but I want everybody to be included, so I'm gonna open up some more slots. So if you want into the March shred where you learn macros, we work out together, there's a support group, Facebook page, I give you sample days, I like touch base with you live, weekly. If you want in, snag your spot because it already sold out once. I'm gonna add some more because I don't want anybody to be left out, but if you want in, get in now because after you join, then you fill out the questionnaire, then I calculate your custom macro. So like there is some time that I need to like get you your custom information. So if you want in, join.
This is so eerily similar to an MLM scheme. And, just be very apprehensive of anyone selling these courses and they're like, limited spots, ladies. Like, it's like always a scam. This is her link tree that's in her bio still to this day. I just took the screenshot. So she's selling ritual vitamins, okay? Hydro Jug. She's got a 30-day shred. And then she's got her macros course in there. So you can see all of this information she's still selling these things actively. So yeah, she used to sell this like 1 month, $99 one-time purchase, like shred 30-day situation that I don't think she sells this anymore or offers this anymore, but it is something that she did offer. And she says allegedly that she stopped doing this course when she started her GLP-1, but she's continued to sell her macro program for $200. I also feel the need to point this out because I'm disgusted and disturbed by this, but this is another person that is doing something extremely disgusting, and I've called this out before. This whole potty training situation on her website needs to be taken down. She's got a picture of, I'm assuming, her own child literally on the toilet potty training. It's not blurred. She's got photos of it, and she's got a potty training tips and tricks segment on her website. It's a small thing, but it's a big thing. Okay, this is someone who just does not have good judgment. So yeah, I have to call it out because it really upsets me to see stuff like this. Kids cannot consent to this. So here's her Macros 101 course that she's still to this day still selling. Okay, sees no problem with this. This is what she sold all throughout her GLP-1 lies and deceit. So I just wanted to show you what you're getting for $200. If you're asking me, like, it seems kind of like bullshit. You get 5 lessons. Okay, one of the lessons is literally just teaching you how to use MyFitnessPal. Okay, which is like another app. What? This is all stuff that, like, honestly, you can find for free online already. We're gonna talk about what a protein, fat, and carb are in lesson 1. This is not a nutritionist, and this is not a dietitian either. This is just some random internet person. You're paying $200 to learn how to use MyFitnessPal and learn what a protein, fat, and a carb are. Look it up online. Are you kidding me? This is all available for free on other websites and YouTube, whatever. Here's the most important thing that you need to know. One-time payment of $200, no refunds, final sale. You thought it couldn't get any worse? It gets worse. Final sale for $200. And then this is one of my favorite posts. You guys, this pisses me off. This pisses me off so fucking bad. They post these things as if it's supposed to be helpful to people. Okay? How my body looks after having 2 kids by C-section. Okay? So she posts this first one, clearly extremely fit. Shout out GLP-1, by the way. And then she posts this one as if this is supposed to be like, oh, yeah, this makes me feel so much better. Because you're laying down trying to exaggerate skin rolls or fat rolls. There's nothing there. She goes, this is also how my body looks after 2 kids by C-section. What? Like, she's extremely fit in both of these. Are we joking? This is also how my body looks after having 2 kids by C-section. This is also how my body looks after having 2 kids by C-section. Guys, this is when if you want to be mad, No, if you want to be mad, let's just listen to this. This is one of the more insane things I've ever read in my life. This is my body after 2 kids by C-section. This is a post that she posted not long ago, by the way. I started my postpartum weight loss journey 4 years ago, and let me tell you, it has been a journey. I have always been into fitness ever since I was in my 20s. A lot of life happened since I had kids. I struggled with postpartum depression with my first. I had medical emergencies when delivering both my girls. COVID and TikTok happened, and about overnight, my postpartum weight loss journey was all over the internet when I would eat bell peppers, cream cheese, and everything bagel seasoning. I'm forever grateful for the opportunities TikTok has opened for me, but I've gone through a lot of ups and downs on the internet. About a year ago, I started to go to therapy and working on my mental health. To make a long story short, after losing 50 pounds since I had my second daughter, when I only gained 15 when I was pregnant with her, this is my body. And lately, I've been feeling insecure about the skin on my stomach, but I want to share that just because I look fit or toned from the front view or when I flex my body also looks somewhat of a Shar-Pei puppy from some angles. And if you are seeing influencers online and you're comparing your body to theirs, just remember they probably look just like I do from some angles. Hashtag self-love, hashtag body positivity, hashtag fitness, hashtag postpartum body. She's doing a post saying, don't compare your body to other influencers. What? Are you out of your mind? Like, are you out of your mind? This is insane. Obviously, don't listen to influencers. Clearly. Okay, clearly. Where's the self-awareness? Influencers they just know their angles. Girl, that's not angles. You took a weight loss medication. This is so disgusting to go around like, oh, I'm the relatable one. The other influencers, they're lying to you. They're just working their angles. But I'm the one who's being honest and real and posting this vulnerable post. You're crazy. Jail time. You need jail time. I'm not joking. I'm taking it there. I'm going there. I don't care. People went back to this because this, like I said, this post was very recent. Refund people. You lied. Okay. Oh, and Ozempic. Wait, for real? Not being rude. Did you start Ozempic then too or recently? How long have you been on it? I'm curious. Also, look, I also have to point this out. Back when this was posted, somebody commented, you look so good. I need help on diet. And somebody else said, great. How did you get lean? And people are like, it's Ozempic. It illustrates when you go back and you look and you're like, knowing what we know now, and you see that all the people that were like, can you help me look like you? She had so many opportunities to tell the truth, and she never did. These clips just make me laugh, and I have to include them because it's just, the irony is just, it's too good. It's too good knowing what we know. You can't make it up.
You're on a weight loss journey and you don't want to give up McDonald's? Let me show you what to order.
Guys, you don't even have to give up McDonald's. You gotta be joking.
Okay, ever since I saw this video, I have been dreaming of this meal. Let's go try it. If you're on a weight loss journey and you don't want to give up Jack in the Box, you don't have to. Let me show you what to order.
You don't have to give up greasy fast food if you don't want to. Oh God, it's insane. So anyway, here's her response video to all of the backlash. And it says, girl, if you want sympathy, you better start giving some people their money back. Like from the time you started the meds.
Okay, I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm just trying to do the right thing, and I'm trying to be honest now.
Just trying to do the right thing now.
I could have kept this a secret. I could have gone on and on for years and not told. And
she did do that. She literally went on for a year, didn't tell anybody, and kept it a secret.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that influencer. I haven't done a shred class since last year because I just didn't feel right about doing it.
She's referring to that $99 class. So she's like, I just didn't feel right about doing the shred classes for $99. But she had no problem selling the $200 macro course.
Just a person, a mom, a wife, a nurse, trying to balance my personal life and my social media life. And sometimes it just gets hard. And the internet.
Can I translate that? Oh my God, he won't stop. Let's translate that actually to, it's hard for me to turn away from money. You should have figured this shit out instead of lying to people and deceiving people out and scamming people out of money.
It is such a scary place to be open and vulnerable. And I don't know, I'm just trying to do the right thing. I don't know.
You know when you just see somebody who's a liar? I just feel like I can see right through her. She's just a liar and a scammer.
I believe in tracking macros and the workouts that I do and my classes. I did not take a GLP-1 because I don't believe in my classes and macros wasn't working. I did it for other personal and health reasons to use as a tool to hit my goals. And if people felt deceived by that, I really, truly am sorry. And I am willing to do a refund for anybody who bought a class in the last 11 months. And then going forward, here's the facts.
Once again, I just want to point out, I'm willing to do a refund. This was not her plan. This is a response to backlash of people demanding refunds. This was not her idea where she was like, you know what, I should give refunds. People had to demand this. She doesn't give a about people.
I track macros. I work out a lot. I believe in high protein. I believe in moving your body. And I also use a microdose of GLP-1, maybe once a month, an anti-anxiety, antidepressant medication, which has also helped me lose weight. So there's the facts. If you want to stay here and follow my journey and support me, I love you. Thank you.
You shouldn't.
If my page is not for you, I also understand that. I'm just trying to do
So
what I think is
understanding.
right here.
People are not having it again. I could have kept lying to you. Yeah, exactly. 25,000 likes. GLP-1 is not the issue. It's the fraud to promote your classes, the financial incentive behind it. I love the tool of my GLP-1, but imagine how many people look up to you and thought their body, was going to look like yours. 4,700 likes. I feel a class action suit for fraud coming on. 15,000 likes. Somebody said it screams fraud. Make no mistake, all of this was spurious. She should be ashamed. And I'm very concerned that she's not enough or at all. All influencers lie for a bag. A nurse without integrity is the most dangerous type of nurse. As a nurse, I would know. Here's another one. This is crazy to me. As a nurse, I couldn't imagine leading a whole audience, especially women and young adults, by lying and hiding. 7,000 likes. Trying to be honest now is wild. 13,000 likes. It's so easy to just refund everyone. Exactly. Hitting those financial goals. Yep. If people felt deceived, what do you mean if? Exactly. Can't trust influencers on the internet. She wants to be honest now, guys. Profit first, truth second. I smell a class action lawsuit for whoever bought her program. Well, certainly interesting, isn't it? Certainly interesting. So influencers are scary because they can't take accountability and be honest. I totally agree with this. Even in this moment, she can't even admit it. At no point did she say, I shouldn't have done this. I should have told you sooner. I should have done that. Like, I'm going to do this differently. Moving forward, I'm going to do this. There's none of that. And that's scary. How does balancing life have anything to do with telling the truth? I know. I guarantee you there is a reason now that she's coming clean. Stay tuned. It's hard not to speculate on the timing of this and why she finally decided to come clean, because she's obviously not ready and she's not taking accountability. So it's like, what's going on? Did somebody find this out somehow and threaten to tell everybody? I don't know. People are speculating that maybe she came clean because people were threatening lawsuits against her. I don't know. Somebody said, so it's not the bell pepper sandwiches? So yeah, if you're wondering what she's doing now, she's gone back to posting like nothing happened. Here's an example of that.
Disneyland Dole Whip higher protein, lower calories for this entire pint. And it tastes incredible.
People are not having it. She's destroyed her career. She lost the trust of her audience. Does it taste better than Ozempic or no? Refunds would be more incredible. Yeah. Then somebody defends her and says she already stated she would be giving refunds to anybody who purchased her program within the past 11 months. She made a mistake. We don't need to crucify her. And they replied, calling it a mistake is crazy. They're like, it wasn't just an oopsie. Oh, this was a deliberate decision. And it makes it even worse that she's like, yeah, 11 months ago I started this. A year ago I started this. So you lied for a year. Every day for a year you lied. It's insane. Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. Here we go. Nurses pledge, I will take full responsibility for my actions and foster trust by acting with honesty, integrity, and openness. There you have it, folks. This is just another example of that. I think this is just the first of many situations that we're going to see like this, lying about what's actually working for them in terms of weight loss, health, lifestyle, secretly doing things behind the scenes and getting medical intervention and selling courses, but, living a completely different lifestyle. Like, we've seen this before, but I think this is absolutely disgusting. I'll reiterate it once again. If you're on a GLP-1, great. Right? But if you're on a GLP-1 and you're selling fitness or health or lifestyle or diet programs under the guise that you're not, and you're doing things naturally, it is diabolical. It is disgusting. And we need to come down hard on influencers that lie to their audience Okay, they profit off their audience, they scam them, they deceive them, they mislead them. I've had enough. So anyway, yeah, I would love to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below. Leave a like if you like this video. Subscribe if you're not already. I do tons of videos just like this one, and there's many more in the works. So stay tuned because more are coming. But anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. What a slime ball.
We'll give it an 8 out of 10.